Infrastructure on the Bishop Herman College in Bando has developed defects threatening the existing monument, since columns holding the corridor have fallen off while others have suffered cracks posing danger to the school community. A section of the roof has also been ripped off by a storm. Correspondent Fred Kwame reports.
Bishop Herman College was established in 1952 in the Bando municipality of the Volta region. The giant block, which houses a dormitory, library and box rooms, is one of the oldest structures on the campus. The structure, which accommodates about 300 of the 2,200 student population, is suffering serious defects. A heavy rainfall some months ago ripped off sections of the structure's roofing, forcing the school's management to evacuate the students. This development has gotten old boys of the school worried.
We got a report that a contractor did some re-roofing about 2 years ago, thereabout. But soon after the re-roofing, there was a storm, and part of the roof was ripped off again. And since then, the contractor has not come to site. You can also see that they started some work on some staircases on the flanks of the building. They've not been completed, but they've been left and abandoned. The contractor complains that they've not paid him for earlier works done, and therefore he doesn't have the funds and resources to procure additional material and then come to site. So as it is now, it leaks badly when there's a rain, and some of the slabs are not safe for occupation. I mean, we see it as a public building, and for young students of this kind, we shouldn't expose them to buildings that are weak, that cannot bear the load they impose on the building. We believe that some work can be done to put the building in shape, to restore it into its former glory, as it were, because it is not only the face of Bishop Herman College when you arrive on campus, it is also one of the biggest accommodation facilities on campus for students, and therefore it is just prudent that we renovate it.
Mr. Ofori fears the unfortunate might happen if the structure is not rehabilitated in earnest.
Being a civil engineer myself, I've done a structural check on the building. I think that it can be restored. I don't think that is that bad, but we shouldn't occupy it with a full load, as it were, that we used to do when we were here 30 years ago. Okay, so things have changed. Life has moved on. It's survived some stress over time. So let's restore the columns, cover the concrete iron rods properly, get the floors well tiled and cleaned, redo the roofing, and make sure that the roof is firm, and fix the building. Clean up the drainage around the building itself, and then we can occupy them with a minimal or nominal number of students as part of the accommodation systems on campus. So it is not only the 91, 93-year group. I'm told other year groups, as far back as 74-year groups, have made some efforts towards contributing towards the rehabilitation of the block.
Fred Kwame, Joy News, Bando.